You found me, great. Welcome to our inaugural edition of Stop Me If You've heard this before. These are a series of instructional videos that we'll try to put on the Moodle page so that you don't have to hear me talk as much in class. These, as you can see from the subtitle, are all about taking good summary writing notes, so I know you're excited. We'll get right into that in a moment. Just a couple of reminders. First, have your guided notes out on your computer screen or print it out so that you can take notes as we go along here. That's kind of the whole point of these videos. Pause me as much as you need to here to write notes or ask questions. That's another main point of me getting this content to you online. And of course, respond to questions asked in the video as well. That kind of keeps you active in what's going on, what it is that we're talking about. What is it we're talking about? We're talking about the art of summary writing. This seems like a lost art in a lot of cases. A lot of times, this is what you'll see or hear when you ask somebody to summarize something. They give you a long account that may or may not hit the main points of something. But really, a good, effective summary is a condensed, concise account of the main points of something. I want you to think for a moment about why you would need to summarize something, and you can pause me to maybe make a couple of notes as you think about a purpose for summarization. Some reasons that I think you might want to summarize or you might need to summarize, and maybe you marked these as well, is that time is of the essence in our society, right? We are a society that's Twitterized, right? Everything's short, condensed, get me the facts as soon as you can. And so a summary helps to take that into consideration. Also, we're a society that highlights big events or big moments, and to summarize something like that is a reason to do that, right? Think about SportsCenter. They don't show you the ground out to second base in the third inning. They show you the big events, the big moments that clinched the game, right? The big home run, whatever it was. Reasons to summarize in academic reasons might be for later use, so that you can refer to an article later on in a piece of writing or a video or whatever, and also to show that you understand a concept that's talked about. We'll talk about a couple of procedures for summary writing as we go along here. First and foremost, though, decide on a purpose beyond just getting a good grade, although that's a nice place to start. Do you need to describe the work that it is that you've read or watched, or do you need to inform somebody else about major facts and conclusions? In that case, there's two kinds that we'll talk about as we go along here in video 2, descriptive summary or informative summary, and we'll get into those here in a moment. Some more procedures. As I give you an article in this class, I'll ask you to scan it over originally when you get it, whether that's an electronic version or I hand you a paper copy. Read and think about the title immediately after getting it. Just like a marquee outside a movie theater, right? It's going to tell you what's going on inside that movie, that text, that nonfiction article. That title's going to give a lot away. Skim the opening and closing paragraphs, look at topic sentences, think about major ideas and organization of the text. A lot of times that organization is going to be in the form of headings or subheadings, but not all the time. Some of the articles that we read in here will give you hints about organization by using transition cues. What do we mean by transition cues? We mean words like this. Which of the following is not a transition statement? Pause me if you need to. Hopefully you marked Jenny saying, well, out. The rest of these would be great transition statements, and they'll let us know what's coming in a nonfiction article. So if we go back here a slide, we can talk about how that would keep us thinking about the major organization, the major findings of a text would be hinted at, so to speak, in these transition cues. Skim the article for main ideas as you first get it. Then, read and mark the work carefully. As you read the full text, underline key facts and ideas. You'll hear me harp on that a lot in this class. Make notes in the margins. Ask questions, just like you're doing now. Hopefully you're not disagreeing with anything, but you could do that as well. Try to avoid underlining introductory material. That's going to introduce you to some examples of whatever the main points of the article are, but we want to just talk about main points. If you would here, this video is going to end. Please see video number 2 to talk about the 2 different kinds of summary writing that we'll do in this class.